This webcam right here, the Tenvis Webcam, this is the best wide-angle value camera. It is a clone of the Logitech Brio, but you know what? If you guys were watching, almost all of these look identical to each other, so I'm going to bring up the Brio 4K. I'm going to bring it on the side screen here. If I didn't get them close enough, you might mistake one for the other. They are that close in exterior look and style, and that's okay. You know, it is very much a clone of that. It has a super wide angle, has some of the best field of view, 120 degrees. And at my church, we have a men's group. We had COVID coming, you know, we didn't luckily have any COVID outbreaks, but we actually had people that needed to join our men's group prayer group. And they said, hey, what can we do to set up a webcam? Well, if I picked one of these other ones that's got, you know, maybe a 60-degree field of view, you've got one person. With this thing, best wide-angle webcam. A couple quick things about it. The cord is short. It's a USB-A cord here. As I start to plug this in, I'll tell you about it. The way I measure cords, I'm about 6 feet in a wingspan. This is not all the way out, so it's about 5 feet here. So I love a webcam that's got a little bit of adjustability. Now this thing can swivel, so I'm swiveling it side to side now, which is pretty cool. So it has that. It does have a mount to go on the back. It doesn't have tilt this way, so no tilt, but I did want to point something out about this Tenvis webcam, which is really cool. In the box, I didn't even take it out because I buy so many of these that I literally have extras. It's got a little clip on it, but this is the world's smallest tripod that it comes with, but it's great. You know, again, you have a big monitor, you want to put the camera off to the side, maybe put it next to your computer on a shelf, so it's got that. But I gave one of these to my men's prayer group, and it's awesome, the 120 degree field of view. And I'm going to pull that up and I'm going to switch over to it, and you're going to have to follow me for a sec, okay? That's what it looks like out of the box. And I said that this is, you know, one of the best wide angle webcams, but really I'm blown out. If I turn the lights off here, it's going to readjust, but still my skin tone looks like something you'd see in a Mars landing movie. You know, it's not great out of the box. And my studio is challenging. I've got lots of different lights, lots of different light temperatures. I'm going to do a couple settings here, and I'm going to take this budget webcam and we're going to bring it back to something that's realistic. So I know my lighting temperature is supposed to be 5200. That's what 5200 Kelvin. That's what my things are. So I can bring it up just a tick and try to get that green out of there, maybe right there. I can also adjust the exposure because being a bald-headed guy, I tend to reflect a lot. So I'll go ahead and do the exposure adjustment. Okay, now that's already better. That's better. Now when I change this, gain, if you guys are into photography, gain is like your ISO and exposure is like your shutter speed. So that's already getting better. I might even tune a little bit into here. I could bring some brightness back in. Gamma is an adjustment that's a curve. Now I'm going to try to bring this maybe into the middle here, and I can zoom in for you guys. See if I can zoom in just a little bit there. Okay, so these are the settings that you can adjust. So we can take the gamma up and down, and that's going to raise all the colors but keep the contrast and brightness. So already, you guys, this webcam for the price is going to get almost as sharp, I'm saying as sharp as some of these other ones. One of the tests that I like to use is my beard. I got all these gray hairs from the kids. Sometimes this wide angle is not good. I'm going to turn it a little bit for you guys so you can see. If I'm just looking kind of straight at me, I'm seeing all the way to my door. Now when I get over to the edge, and I got to bring the software down, I got the colors finally right, my head starts to turn weird. It's got this barrel distortion, I guess. And let's test that field of view. We're going to pull my field of view checker out. Okay, and I'm going to have to bring the exposure clearly down because it's a little bit too bright. But let's go check this guy. Okay, not exactly 120. See, when I put this to 0, I got 90, the edge of 90 on both sides, right? So that's not 180. It's a little over 90 when it's in this configuration. So it's not bad. I've seen it up as much as 100, depending on if there's any sort of clipping or anything going on in the app. So again, very decent value on a webcam right out of the box. Again, decent picture quality too. I'm just messing with the settings, and I would spend some time on this. You know, I got a little bit of a flicker with my LEDs, so I would go up like that. again, solid showing. That's the Tenvis webcam. I'm going to go to the presentation here. A couple of things. Again, no software with it. You don't have a privacy shutter with it. Now, some people need that privacy shutter. I like having a privacy shutter when I'm in between meetings, but having that privacy shutter is the way to go. It does have an indicator light. It has both red that tells it's power, it's plugged in, and it's got a green saying you're on air or not.